Washington negotiations extended for another day. The intractable issue derails the State Department press conference. The secrets of the 11-hour round. Israel insists on a 10-kilometer deep buffer zone and refuses a complete withdrawal. The experimental zones conflict heats up. Lebanon rejects conditions and the occupation links handing over points to ending its military operations. The direct Lebanese-Israeli negotiations at the U.S. State Department in Washington entered their most complex and sensitive final stage. A new and extraordinary session of the fifth round of talks commenced after an urgent decision to extend it for another day, following the inability to conclude the negotiations and reach a final agreement acceptable to both sides. This emergency extension reflects the extent of the fundamental and deep-seated differences simmering behind closed doors, particularly after the cancellation of the press conference that had been scheduled and prepared in advance to announce the round's outcomes in the presence of a large number of international journalists without any official explanation from the American sponsors. An-Nahar newspaper learned from well-informed diplomatic sources that the most prominent sticking points hindering the emergence of any tangible security understanding primarily revolve around the geographical and field definition of what are known as the experimental zones. These are the border areas where the Israeli side intends to transfer security and logistical responsibility to the Lebanese side. The Israeli army insists on maintaining its strict military presence within the imposed buffer zone, which extends approximately 6 miles, about 10 kilometers, into the heart of southern Lebanese territory and towns. According to corroborating information, the occupation authorities refuse an immediate withdrawal and are setting impossible conditions, linking the evacuation of any experimental zone to the cessation of their security operations aimed at dismantling and neutralizing what they call Hezbollah's infrastructure. Yesterday's session witnessed the longest marathon of negotiations since the start of the process. The talks dragged on for nearly 11 hours of intense political wrangling, amidst persistent fundamental disagreements regarding the complete and organized Israeli withdrawal from occupied Lebanese territory. This issue remains the primary sticking point in the negotiations, coinciding with a large-scale and violent Israeli escalation in southern Lebanon, aimed at pressuring the Lebanese negotiating delegation in Washington.